Have you ever thought about the implications of a government policy that detains the largest group of immigrants with no criminal records? It's a shocking reality that has emerged in the United States, revealing a significant shift in the approach towards immigration. According to recently published data from the government, immigrants without any history of criminal activity have now become the predominant group in immigration and customs enforcement, ICE. Detention facilities. This is especially notable as it indicates a new trend where those who have not committed crimes are being detained at even higher rates than individuals with criminal records. The latest statistics released by ICE show that a staggering 16,523 individuals currently in detention are without a criminal record. In contrast, only 15,725 detainees have a criminal background, and an additional 13,767 face pending criminal charges. Overall, there are 59,762 immigrants held in ICE facilities across the country, with many initially apprehended by border officials. This development marks a historic first during the second Trump administration, as the number of immigrants with clean records in detention has overtaken those who have either been convicted of crimes or are facing charges. This trend starkly contradicts the narrative frequently promoted by officials in the Trump administration, who claim that the focus of their immigration enforcement efforts is primarily on apprehending dangerous criminals. An anonymous former civil rights official from the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, commented, "These are hardworking individuals. They are not criminals." This assertion highlights the troubling definition of criminal employed by the Trump administration, which may classify undocumented immigrants as criminals merely for their immigration status. It is crucial to recognize that being undocumented does not equate to a crime. Instead, it is categorized as a civil infraction. Using ICE's data, The Guardian has been closely monitoring trends in arrests, detentions, and deportations under this administration. Historically, the Customs and Border Protection (CBP) agency took the lead in detaining immigrants at the southern border. However, under Trump, ICE has become the dominant force, significantly increasing its role in detaining immigrants. Since the beginning of the year, Trump has implemented measures to severely limit access to the southern border, impacting those seeking to declare asylum, an internationally recognized right. Prior to Trump's current term, the proportion of detainees without criminal histories represented only a small segment of those in custody. The recent increase is particularly alarming. Additionally, the DHS has instructed ICE to enhance its tactics, resulting in aggressive targeting of 3,000 arrests per day, aiming for a staggering total of 1 million annually. To support these efforts, federal officers from various other agencies, such as the FBI and the Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, have joined ICE in immigration arrests, leading to a growing collaboration with local law enforcement agencies. Tricia McLaughlin, Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs at DHS, stated in a response to inquiries from The Guardian, "The facts reveal that ICE is focusing on the most dangerous offenders, like murderers and gang members. 70% of ICE arrests involve criminal illegal aliens with prior convictions or pending charges in the United States." This selective framing by the agency has sparked debate about whose safety is genuinely being prioritized. The intensified push for mass arrests often results in collateral arrests, where additional individuals are detained during the apprehension of a primary suspect. This means that many immigrants with no criminal histories find themselves caught in the web of these operations, which also poses risks for individuals who are legally residing in the U.S. For example, a recent raid at a Hyundai factory construction site in Georgia led to the apprehension of over 300 workers, most of whom were South Korean. Despite initial claims by DHS that all detained were undocumented, reports later surfaced indicating that at least one individual had a valid visa, but was still coerced into accepting voluntary departure. Such actions have strained diplomatic relations between the United States and South Korea. The former DHS officer voiced concerns about the ongoing vilification and scapegoating of immigrants, remarking, "It's an alarming trend that reflects a culture of gaslighting and misinformation." In August, the number of individuals detained by ICE hit an unprecedented high, exceeding 61,000, the largest in U.S. history. This has raised alarm regarding the conditions within detention facilities, which have faced complaints of inhumane treatment, although the administration denies any claims of poor conditions. As a new fiscal year approaches in October, immigration enforcement is poised to receive unprecedented funding through legislation passed by a Republican-controlled Congress earlier this summer. This influx of resources poses significant questions about the future direction of immigration policy and enforcement strategies. In light of these developments, what are your thoughts? Are you concerned about this growing trend of detaining innocent immigrants? How do you reconcile these statistics with the narrative of targeting dangerous individuals? Join the discussion in the comments below.